Hi all, Simon Pimenta here. I want to talk about brain training and going at your own pace, and I want to share 8 tips to set you up for success. And the reason I'm creating this video is I'm learning to play the drums at the moment, and it got me thinking about the process of learning and training the brain. And I was learning a piece that's pretty challenging, and what I realized is that it would be really easy to get discouraged, say this is too difficult, compare myself to other people in my head, imagining that other people are learning much more quickly than me, in which case I'd be sabotaging myself and I might give up. The reason why I'm playing the drums is I really wanted to learn as a kid, and my parents understandably said no. And when I was in my 20s, I was flying to New York, and getting on the same plane as me was drummer Stuart Copeland of The Police. I was a big fan. I didn't have the courage to go and speak to him. And I was thinking about this not so long ago. And I imagined that if I had had a conversation with him and told him that I had wanted to learn the drums, then he might have said, well, it's never too late to learn. And so that's why I'm learning the drums based on that imaginary conversation. So one of the things I've noticed as well by doing an online training program, an online drumming course at the moment, it's easy to skip ahead. And I was thinking about when my daughter was learning the piano, I would take her to the lessons and I would sit in on the lesson. So it was very interesting to watch. She didn't mind me sitting in. And what I noticed is the teacher would give her a small piece to practice. She'd go away and practice. She'd come back for the next half-hour lesson. She'd show the teacher her progress, and the teacher always responded in a particular way. She'd praise her for the bits that were good, and then she'd say, let's just focus on this section. I think we could make that even better. So there was never criticism. It was always done in a very positive way. And then she would give her another piece to focus on for the next lesson. That's called just-in-time learning, where we're just learning a bit at a time. So I want to share 8 tips for success. So the first one is to adopt a growth mindset. Some people have a fixed mindset. They have the belief that they can't change. And that can mean that they just discourage themselves. The growth mindset is all about saying, I can learn, embracing the challenge, recognizing that a challenge is an opportunity to grow. Second point is be patient. Take your time. It's not a race. Third point, be inspired by others, but you don't need to compare yourself to others. We often compare ourselves to others in ways that don't make us feel good. So I remember working with one client, and she told me that a practitioner had said to her, you're not making progress quickly enough. I didn't think that was very helpful because we all learn at different rates, have different learning styles. And part of my work when I'm working with someone is to tailor the training to the person. Fourth point, just break it down into small pieces. Virginia Satir, who's a respected therapist, said, I reserve the right to be a slow learner. And that means breaking it down into small bits. I remember when I was learning to play the Paul McCartney song Blackbird on the guitar. It's quite a tricky piece. And I just would listen to Paul McCartney playing it so fast and thinking I'm never going to be able to play it that quickly. But again, I broke it down into small pieces. I took my time. And I remember reading a guitar magazine that was saying, if you find a bit tricky, just do it really slowly until you get the hang of it. And then you can speed up. So that's what I've been doing with this piece on the drum, just breaking it down, practicing those pieces over and over until I get it. And it doesn't matter how long it takes. It's about enjoying the process. Fifth point is be prepared to do what it takes. With drumming, I have to practice. If I don't practice, I'm not going to get anywhere. If someone decides they're going to develop a meditation practice, we actually have to show up and sit on the cushions. Sixth point, make it easy. I remember when I was training to become a hypnotherapist, the trainer said, look for opportunities to practice on a moment-to-moment basis. So, for example, I realised that when I'm lying in bed, I could just spend a few minutes practicing the drums, moving my hands and feet, at the right time, and that way I'm just training my brain to become familiar, developing muscle memory. I could also practice when I'm sitting in traffic. Okay, so point 7, if you need help, seek out help. You don't have to do it all on your own. And final point, acknowledge and celebrate your wins, no matter how small they are. BJ Fogg, who's expert in behavioural change, stresses the importance of this. It's really vital to give ourselves a little fist bump when we achieve something and get the good feelings. It makes me smile just doing that. So I hope that's given you some food for thought. If you'd like to watch a short video in which I talk about the research that sheds light on mecfs, I also talk about my training program and how you can get a free half-hour strategy session, then click the link below to send me a message and I'll send you the link to that video. If you've got any comments or questions, do get in touch. Thanks for watching. Wishing you great health. Bye for now.